In the amazing digital circus, 6 humans are trapped in a digital world by an unknown antagonist. But who could it be? I think the person behind their entrapment is Ragatha. Why her? Well, Ragatha is constantly trying to make everyone in the circus more comfortable, downplaying how bad the circus really is. And I think this is because she is the one who put them there and she feels guilty.
Let's just try to calm down. Everything's gonna be okay, new stuff. We've all been through this.
I also think that when a character gets too close to the truth, that's when Ragatha abstracts them. This could explain why abstracted people can't speak, and why the only person Kaufmo attacks when abstracted is Ragatha. Sure, he goes after Pomni, but Kaufmo never met Pomni, so he might have thought she was an NPC or something. In fact, on their way to meet Kaufmo, Ragatha is talking to Pomni about people getting abstracted. It's almost like she was preparing Pomni for what they were about to see. This could also explain why when Kinger is talking about his wife, Queenie, becoming abstracted, she isn't violent. They've abstracted her only angry towards Ragatha. Ragatha seems confused and irritated when Jax has a key to Kaufmo's room, claiming he shouldn't have that. I think Jax got the key off Ragatha since he has a history of taking keys from her, like we see in episode 2 Candy Carrier Chaos. And that's why she seems so pissed, because she's the one in charge and he took the key from her. I actually think that Jax is onto Ragatha and she knows it, and so that's why Ragatha is kind of mean towards him. I think that's why it seems that Jax is going to be abstracted next. Ragatha's motivation is that she's lonely.
I wish someone would flirt with me.
She wants to have friends, and by trapping people in the circus and forcing them to go on adventures with her, they have all become her playthings. That could also explain why everyone's digital circus form looks like toys, i.e. playthings. When Pomni sees Gummy go for a second time on a different adventure, he doesn't seem to remember her, ignoring her attempts to talk to him. But as he's leaving the adventure, he looks back at Pomni like he wants to say something to her, but stops himself when he sees Ragatha. I think this is because Ragatha told Gummigoo to stay away from Pomni because she's jealous of their friendship since she wants to be Pomni's best friend, and Pomni and Gummigoo clearly have a connection.
She's flirting with the gummy guy, because she'd rather be with an NPC than with us or something.
Pomni! Are you okay? Well, what happened?
I'm fine. I made a new friend.
There's even a few times Ragatha acts like Jax when engaging with Pomni, in a clear attempt to get Pomni to like her more since Jax and Pomni are friends. I think the others are starting to realize she's fake as well. We find out before Kaufmo was abstracted, he knew that she was pretending to laugh at his jokes. And in episode 4, Gangle makes a comment implying she knows Ragatha isn't genuine.
After a while, it gets kinda hard to tell how genuine she's actually being.
And in episode 5, Jack makes a similar comment.
It just feels like she's trying to take advantage of you, you know?
She even admits to being fake herself, complaining that Pomni can now see through her tricks.
Like she's seen through all my tricks and doesn't trust me anymore.
In a Black Mirror episode called USS Callister, Guy makes a copy of his coworkers and puts them inside of a game so he can fuck with them and control them and shit like that. I think a similar thing is happening with the gang in the digital circus. We are led to believe that Kane is in charge, but he can't control people's minds. He says so in the first episode. Whoever is secretly in charge can control other people's memories, since none of them are able to remember their own names when they get there. The people in the circus may be people Ragatha knew in the real world who didn't want to be her friend. That could explain why they don't remember their own names. It's so they can't make the connection that they all know the same person, the person who put them there, i.e. Ragatha. She says she was born into a wealthy family, with horses and shit. Perhaps she used her family's wealth to create the digital circus, and employed Kinger to help her since he has gone on record saying,
7 years of computer science for this, huh?
She could have funded it and he could have programmed it. But when he found out that her plan with the circus was to trap people in it, she trapped him in it and took his memories so he wouldn't be able to tell the others inside the circus what was happening. Or maybe, if Kane is the C in C and A, Ragatha's true identity might be the A. I also think that Ragatha could be a man in the real world. It is said that Ragatha is the second person to arrive at the circus after Kinger, but she seems surprised when Kinger says that he remembers her arriving.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you remember that.
I think she's surprised because she was the first one there. Maybe she's an AI, not Kane. And she's keeping Kinger around but took his memories because he's like a father to her, because he programmed her. Maybe that's her motivation for abstracting Queenie. Maybe Queenie was getting in the way of her spending time with her father. And lastly, Ragatha is constantly getting hurt in every episode, even though she's nice and doesn't deserve it. But I think this is for rewatch value, because after we find out that she's the one behind everything, it's gonna be funny watching her get her just desserts every episode when rewatching the series. All clues point back to Ragatha. She hides guilt behind kindness, manipulates memories, and maintains control by keeping everyone calm. It wasn't Kane or Jax, it was Ragatha all along. Make sure to like and subscribe so I can quit my fucking job and do this full time, baby.